Hi, so I filmed a lot of videos today, a lot of different videos. Certain videos ranting about YouTube, videos for my other channels. One of the main things I've always wanted to kind of talk about on YouTube was the oversaturation of social networks and how I feel like our society is just going in a direction of never-ending apps and .coms and subscribers, followers, to sum it up, if that makes any sense at all. I feel like as a society, we're all kind of just obsessed with technology. I mean, hell, I am too. I love having a phone. I love the convenience that phones offer. I love being able to take a picture and instantly being able to share it. I love being able to upload my music that I like to work on. I like being able to upload covers. I like being able to film a video to talk about maybe what's on my mind or talk around subjects and talk about other things instead. I think we all like to do that. Some people like to post statuses on Facebook of what they're currently doing, or on Twitter, or on Google+, or on, I don't know, tons of places, Instagram. We all are in a generation right now of internet, and we all use it to communicate these days. Pretty much everyone that I'm friends with and everyone that I care about or everyone that I talk to, I speak to them either through my phone, which is the majority through my phone, text messaging, Skype, phone calls, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth, etc., etc. And we kind of lose that human communication. Look at a room of people, usually like if you go to a doctor's office, the waiting room, everybody's on their phones, which is, sometimes better than reading a magazine, because that's usually just trash. Sometimes there's good articles you can find, that's cool. But we're on our phones all the time. I mean, we even have public service announcements on television, on the computer, for, don't look at your phone while you're driving, because, well, when we looked up from our phones, we realized we killed somebody, like we hit something. Knocked a traffic light out, took a curb out, ran into a fire hydrant. Our phones and our iPads and our computers. I love my computer, but they're all distractions. I went into homeschooling when I was going into 9th grade, and I was on online school, so I was glued to a computer for many years. We hover over our real lives with our phones in our hands. And it's kind of like we all lose human interaction, and we lose the sense of talking and, conversing about different things in the world. And we just become distracted with whatever is happening on our phones, or whatever's happening on news, or whatever's happening with Miley Cyrus, and who broke up with who, what social network is about to collaborate with another social network, what new Doritos flavor is coming out. It's just constant technology and constant advertising, and that's our world that we live in these days. It's sad. Every year, we just become more and more adapted to accepting this. We just stick to our phones all the time, and we're just always talking on our phones and always on our computers and always tweeting or writing on Facebook or on Instagram, posting. We're photographing moments that are supposed to mean a lot to us, but we spend more time on our phones and on our computers trying to document a moment that we're supposed to be in, but instead we're too busy documenting the moment instead of living in it. It seems to be that's all that this world has come to. It's violence, anger, hate, purchase, 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 violence, anger, hate. What's the new app? What's the new this? What's the new that? Oh, I gotta tweet about that. Oh, I gotta write a Facebook status about that. You know, it's just like, what happened to just, you know, not updating the world about everything constantly? You know, what about, you know, using the internet as a good outlet, but keeping it as an outlet and not making it, you know, more than that? I like that we can interact with people through these social networks. I like that we can, you know, express ourselves on YouTube or Vimeo or whatever, you know, video sharing stuff is available. I like that. I think it's great. I think it's a really wonderful tool. But the internet, it's a horrible place. It's a great place. It's a wonderful invention, but it's also horrible. I think it just gives so much excess, and it has so much overkill, oversaturation. I think it's just become so overdone, and it's like, you know, we don't really pay attention to what's happening in our lives as much if we're always on the computer or if we're always on our phones. We kind of just always linger, you know? No, I'm someone who uses my phone a lot, and I use my computer a lot, and I've really tried to not do that as much. I have really bad neck pain, so when I'm on the computer or if I'm on my phone, my neck pain gets worse, and I prefer to just not be on it as much, and I like it that way. I thought I would just talk about that and vent about that. I have another rant that I filmed about the new YouTube layout and how much I can't stand it. I know there's worse things in the world happening right now and all the time, and that, you know, things on the internet aren't as important, but that's my main reason for talking about this. Is I feel like our computers are such a great thing, and our phones are a great thing, but they're gonna be the death of us. And it's already been the death of many. And that's sad. And I feel like we should try to use the social networks and use our phones and our technology for the greater good. And I wish that would be more publicly spoken about. Sometimes it is. Sometimes I'll see certain companies doing campaigns that are for a good cause that require using your phones and your computers. That's great, but there's some sales ploy at the end waiting for us to purchase. So that's just a weird vlog rant. I don't even know what this is exactly. I'll be posting some more stuff soon. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.